stuff that has been bogging us down for a long time. But we're going to go through it. Like, America is going to go through it. It is becoming painfully obvious right now. And like Canada, the crazy shit going on in Canada right now. Like, I watched this Jordan Peterson thing about all the assisted suicides that the government's doing, and like what is actually happening to people who are being put down. And we're talking 10,000 people so far. I mean, the number's probably gone up.
And when you think about that, we can't even, and I'm not in favor of this because I don't think we can ever be truly certain of someone's guilt. But we can't even execute criminals in this country, and they're just handing out death drugs.
Dude, it's crazy. They're grabbing people
off the street. Yeah,
no, you can't help yourself. And what they found, Johnny, is that they're actually internally drowning.
What do you mean? Yeah, who is? The government?
No, that the people that they're putting down
their
are drowning on inside, and they're sometimes it takes up to 24 hours.
Yeah, and that's my point. Those drugs are too cruel for criminals in this country.
Yeah, they won't export them
but they're being
here.
used on people in Canada.
Isn't it
off
crazy?
The street. Yeah.
But I go, all the stuff about Trudeau is coming out. It's all coming to the light right now.
That guy's...
Because, dude, I mean, Gavin McGinnis, and who, like, I disagree with him on the, his whole take on Israel. But for the rest of the stuff, we kind of really, like, line up on a lot of shit,
I like
right?
him a lot.
No, I love him. I think he's great. But... like, he's calling out, like, those guys that came on the Danger Cats. Do you know the Danger Cats? They're big in Canada. They were right, man. That farm has deep connections to Trudeau. But again, not to get too far off.
The murder farm.
Yeah, the big farm, the serial killer farm. And he lived a mile away. And it's really crazy.
A mile away.
A mile away from this farm Trudeau lived. So the whole point is all this is coming out, all this Nazi shit. He's giving applause to Nazis in the like, dude, it's all coming out. They're doing the exact same thing. If you study the lingo and the verbiage of this assisted suicide, I think it's called I don't know what the name of the thing is called, but if you maids, I think it's called. If you study it, you see the exact same lingo in Nazi Germany.
They say Canada's like a trial run. Do you think we'll ever have assisted suicide in America? Do you think that's even you think it would even happen?
I think we have had it in the Pacific Northwest, right? I think maybe.
Yeah, I think they've
Washington
probably tried it, and
like
people
that.
just freak out. But then you get into eugenics, which is a big no. But
Yeah, there are states that have it. Let's see, it's legal in in California. It's legal apparently.
of course it is.
But that's because you have like 5-stage cancer, right? It's not because you're depressed. I could be wrong though.
Well, yeah.
I mean, if we had to guess, you're right or you're probably wrong. I
Bingo
probably
card.
would go
Yeah,
wrong.
actually being wrong, bingo card.
Yeah,
Put it on your bingo card.
Yeah. So that is what is going on right now. It's all becoming more and more obvious, and like I do believe people are going to rise because what they're going to realize is like there's a lot of us and very few of them, and this is what you were talking about we're a threat to the power structure of this realm and reality.
Yeah, I mean their entire campaign has been to dull us down, to program us to be perfect little slaves, and then to basically disempower us so that we are on the hook to make money and pay our bills and deal with inflation for the rest of our lives, and then we die. So I think you're spot on. I think that there's going to be a lot more protesting. I think people need to come together. We need to rise against, and we need to realize that we have the power because we simply put have the numbers. So if we could just stop fighting each other and feeding into the matrix, then we can come together and agree on, the basic rights that all human beings across the planet, despite the borders, we can all agree on the same basic human rights, and then we can fight for them.
Yeah, so going back to what we were talking about earlier is just like the shadow government, and everyone's realizing that like the same people are behind all the same shit.